want? What you want? What you want?
Welcome. This is my first video. It's called Meeple Connection, where we talk about board games and board game accessories. So come along for the ride. Hopefully you'll have some fun. Let's go. Point Salad's been a great game, great filler game. We use it when waiting for others to show up. It's a good 15-20 minute game, plays 2 to 6, and I played it at all player counts, and it actually scales really well. We also play it when we're waiting to other games to finish, where we can reshuffle players and have some more fun. The designers are Molly Johnson, Robert Melvin, and Sean Stankovich. Published by AEG, and according to Board Game Geek, it is rated 7.4, which for a little filler game like this is actually pretty good. Weight is 1.15, which, yeah, it's a pretty easy and straightforward game. So that's the stats. Let's get in on how the game plays. We're actually going to give you the rules on this one because there's not that many of them, and we'll talk about how to play. We're going to teach you the rules today. The rules, 2 or 3 minutes at the most. On your turn, you're going to do one of 2 things. You're either going to take a point card, which will be up here. No matter the number of players, you'll always have 6 cards to take from, and you'll always have 3 piles of scoring cards. On your turn, you will take one of the scoring cards, or take 2 vegetable cards. Doesn't matter which row, which column. You just take 2, and it's the next person's turn. So if I wanted this onion and this pepper, and so from this column, I would replace it from here and here. The next person would choose from here, or pick one salad or scoring card. And that's all you do on your turn. You rinse and repeat until all the cards are gone, and then you do the score. There's one other rule. As a free action, you can take one of your salad cards or point scoring cards, and you flip it over to a vegetable. You can never go the other way. You can never go vegetable to scoring card. And if you notice on your scoring card, it tells you what it flips over to. So, and that's it. That's it for the rules. 15-20 minute game. Plays 2 to 6. Great game. This game is relatively quick. It is a great filler game, and we're going to show you how to play it. And over here is my wife, Renee. Show them your hands, honey. She won't let me film her. So anyways, here's the game, Point Salad. All right, we determined off screen. Renee will go first. So she'll take the first turn.
I like these where there's no negatives on it, so I'm going to take this triplet as a scoring card. I like to take scoring cards first so I know what I want to go for as vegetables.
I'm going to take a triplet myself. And we continue play until all the cards are gone.
Now, I could possibly take this one, but really the only thing that's the same between them are peppers. So I think I'm going to see about taking some of the vegetables I want. So I'm going to take a pepper. Well, actually, I'm going to take a pepper and a lettuce here.
All right. So we refill. And then my turn, I'm going to take, oh wow, the only thing I got on there is a carrot. That's not good. So I think I'm going to take this. This isn't a great one, but it's peppers and onions, which I'll have onions, but she's going after peppers. So that being said, we may have to gamble. I don't like taking these that have the negative points, but we're going to take another card.
All right.
Point card.
Point card. And
here, let me slide these down where y'all can see them just a little bit better.
I'm going to take this one. So pepper and tomato. That seems like a good combination.
Yeah. Well, let's start this. Let's start this party. We're going to start with a tomato, and we're going to start with a carrot.
All right. So I am going to take.
It's one of our favorite little fillers. And what we mean by fillers is games like when we're waiting for everybody to show up at game night, or in between, waiting for other people to finish games. It was my #1 played game last year, and I like medium to heavy Euro games, so that's saying something for this. So anyways, Renee has taken hers. I need to get, there's still no onions, so, woo.
Or cabbages.
Or cabbages, yeah, that's pretty sad. I look like I'm gonna take, man, there's no onions. I'm gonna take this, and then I'm gonna show you guys as a free action, I'm gonna take this and flip this over to a carrot.
Okay.
You cannot flip from veggies to point cards.
I think I'm going to take this point card. 5 points for every vegetable type I have at least 3 of, so that
Ooh.
seems like a good.
Nice.
Seems good.
All right, I'm gonna take this one and this one.
All right. So I'm going to take a lettuce and a pepper.
All right.
So
I think I'm gonna take still no onions. Onions is killing me. I don't really need tomatoes. I think I'll take, oh, you got that. Well, shoot. I'll just take these.
I'll flip this one, and we'll flip this one. Now I do want cabbage for this, and I already have 2 lettuces and 2 peppers, so 2 cabbage right now would not be a bad thing. But I am gonna look and see which 2 cabbages I want, because I can make some of these flip over. So I think I want this one and this one.
Well, I'm definitely gonna take this onion, and I will probably take, man, I hate to take a pepper just to deny you, but I may have to, well, maybe not. Maybe I'll just take this cabbage.
Okay, so this is gonna flip,
Yeah.
and this one's gonna flip. I'm gonna look and see what I've got. I'm gonna take this one, because I already have cabbage and lettuce, so I'm gonna take more cabbage and lettuce.
Yep. No onion showed up. This right here is double tomatoes. I think I'll take that for a scoring card. So every pair of tomatoes gives me 5 points.
Okay.
Those are pretty good usually.
I'm looking at it, and since I have 3 peppers, a couple of more tomatoes to go with it, and I want to have at least 3 of each vegetable type that I have, so I'm looking at it thinking, okay, I'm going to take some, I think I'm going to take some tomatoes, because there's a lot of tomatoes out there right now.
Stay off my tomatoes.
Yeah. So I'm going to take some tomatoes.
No
I'm gonna take
tomatoes.
These 2 tomatoes.
Boo.
So now I have those.
We're going to take onion and cabbage.
This over and this over. Now, we've run out of 2 of these, so we're going to slide that apart, and I don't have enough for that.
Nope. So the game is almost over. We will go till all cards are gone.
Okay, so now I want to make sure I have another lettuce and cabbage of each, so I'm going to take those right now since they're available.
I can get a tomato for 5.
What do I need?
It's my turn.
Depends on what you take.
Well, I know I
first.
want this. That gives me a pear. Can't do that. I could get an onion. It doesn't really matter. So what are you trying to get? For my second pick, I'm gonna go ahead and take a pepper just to deny her.
Well, I don't need onions, but he does.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think I'm going to take, it's not going to help me with anything what's left there. So I'm just going to take these 2 onions. What the heck?
And I'll take these.
All right.
All right, we're gonna count up the score. Hers, she's got a pretty impressive hand. So go ahead, honey, score your cards.
Each vegetable type with at least 3. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 20. Carrots and tomatoes and peppers, and I have 3 of each of those, so 15 more. And I have cabbage and lettuce, 3 of each, so 15 more. And I have 3 peppers, 3 lettuces, and 3 cabbage, so 24 more for 74.
All right, I'm gonna do my scoring now. But unfortunately, I only had 3 scoring cards to her 4. And that's one thing that's cool about this game is you got to balance getting vegetables and point cards. So I think I'm in a world of hurt because she's got 4 scoring cards to my 3, but let's find out. Let's do the math. This one right here is going to score my carrots and lettuce, Well, if you notice, I have 4 carrots and 3 lettuce, but it's only good for a pair. So really that's 3 pairs for 15. Then my next scoring card is my triplet here, which is carrots. Ooh, I got 3, but I only have 2 cabbage and 2 onions. So I can only score this one twice, which is 16 points. Not looking good for the home team here. And then my final scoring is for every pair of tomatoes, which is sad. I have 1 pair for 10, for my total score of 41. So my wife spanks me 74 to 41. Good job, honey. And this was a playthrough. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please post below in the comment section and I'll answer them the best I can. All right, guys, we're gonna move into the strategy section. This is Strategy 101. This is for people new to the game. You pros and keyboard warriors, just chill out. So, on your turn, when you take a point card, you wanna look at them. These, what we call these are triplets. Notice it's 3 of a kind. Like this is 3 lettuce. It scores 8 points. There's 3 onion. That will also score you 8 points. All right, scoring points and point salad. If you notice this, 2 lettuce will score you 5 points. If you have 3 lettuce, that's gonna give you 5 points. If you have 4, that's gonna give you 10 points. Well, what happens if you had this right here? Well, if you had 3 lettuce, that'd score you 5 points plus 8. Your vegetables can be scored for more than 1 card. So that's where you wanna get these synergies. So when you're playing the game, you also want to look at the person to your right, because if they're taking onions or collecting onions, then maybe you don't want to collect onions unless you want to hate draft or keep them from getting onions, because they will take all the onions before you get a chance and you will get very few onions. So it's one thing is to have board awareness to the person to your right. So your synergies, we try to avoid these kind of cards. Notice there's minuses at the bottom for if you had 3 lettuce, you'd be -6. Yeah, you'd score points here and here, but you're sort of defeating the purpose. Also, there's a balance between the point cards and the salad cards. You probably need 3 to 5 scoring cards to win a game of point salad. Your scoring cards, these type of cards, will only score for you. So these cards that say most and few, anybody can score those. Just because you have the card doesn't mean you get these points. If you have 4 carrots and Charles across the table from you has 3 carrots and Billy Bob has 2 carrots, then yes, you will score that. But if Billy Bob has 5 carrots and you have 5 carrots, well then who wins on the ties? Well, the person that has the card is the tiebreaker. So in that case, you would get the points. It's something to be aware of when you take cards that say the most or the fewest, is to keep an eye out.
I like to get things that are the same as much as possible. I think I talked about that as we talked about it. And I don't like the negative point cards, because then I don't need this because it's gonna score me negative points. But you know, what I do like is that none of these scoring cards are the same. So the game we just played, we only played with 6 of each vegetable. So there were scoring cards that are in this box that we didn't even have out this time. So no 2 games seem to play exactly the same.
If you like what you see and would like to see more, like and subscribe. If you hit the little bell gizmo down below, you'll get notification every time we put up a new video. So thanks, and this is Meeple Connection. I'm Mike. Have a good day.